Hi everybody. I'm going to try a different approach to the week's discussion for the network diagram. And the problem that we'll be working on is problem number 5 in Schwab, and it has the figure 430 that you see here that I've entered into Microsoft Excel, which has the activities A, B through K, and the same initial nodes, and we know what the nodes are from what we have read in our text, and the final nodes and the durations. So I'm going to open up Microsoft Project. I actually have it open already, and I'm going to start a new project. And a couple of things that I like to do when I enter into a new project, I like to close some of the columns that I do not use, because I don't have a use for them, such as the tasks node. I'm going to hide that column just by right-clicking and hide column. And the information column I don't need, the indicator column, which I don't need, I'm going to hide that one as well. Just right click and hide. And to make it easier for myself, and this is just a tip for you, knowing that this is a Microsoft application, I'm going to simply copy over my activities from Excel into Project, and I'm just going to paste it right in there, and you'll see that they copy in very nicely. The durations that I have already is from the problem. You'll see that duration estimate is 2, and I could just as well just copy over from Excel as well, but I'm going to copy 2 days, 2 days for task C is 3 days, and task 4, actually D, same thing, task 4 and D is 4 days, and we're going to move on down, 4 days, 2 days, 3 days, 6 days, 2 days, 5 days, 1 day, and 2 days. And I'm just going to start it today, and I'm going to just kind of close that out. Start today. Today is the 2nd of May, and it already knows that it's a 2-day duration, so it's going to pick up 2 days, and I'm just going to follow on. The next one is 2 days, but I'm going to start it after the predecessor, after the task A. So I want to make this one Monday or Tuesday the 5th, and I'm going to change this one to start after the task B, which is Wednesday the 6th. But another way you can do this, actually Thursday the 7th. You can look at the predecessors that it has, which is the initial nodes column in the figure 430. Close that out. So the initial node is 1 for activity A, and because that's already set for activity 1, we're not going to do anything with that one. Oh, let's close that one out because I don't need that one. Alright, there it is. And I'm going to actually close my timeline, do a right click and unshow the timeline. I'm going to plug in my predecessors here. My predecessor here is going to be for task B. It's going to be 1. Also for task C, I'm going to put predecessor 1, 1, and it's already doing the auto plug on the start and finish dates, so that way I can just put my predecessors in and it will know, Microsoft Project will know exactly what dates it needs to start with. So activity E is predecessor 2, and that's B. F is predecessor 3. Predecessor for G is 4. And predecessor for activity H is 5 and 6. And I'm going to put for activity I, it's 5 and 6. And I'm just going to keep the current color scheme. Just go ahead and answer that one right away. So activity J is predecessors 7 and 9. And predecessors for the last task K is 8 and 10. Alright, so I have them all plugged in. Now, one of the assignments is to create a activity on arrow diagram, and you previously drew one to get to this point, which is step number E as you're entering this into Microsoft Project. And the other part of the problem is also determining the critical path. Right now, I don't have anything set as far as critical path, otherwise I would see some changes in my Gantt chart view on some of the bars. A way you can look at if you do have a critical path set is you can click on the Gantt chart and click on network diagram, and it will change to a network diagram, and it will see, you can see that I have some red tasks that are indicating that I do have a critical path that is set. So it's A to C, F, I, and if I move over to the right to J, and I think I have one more, K. So that's good. So it looks like it did pick up that as the critical path on the network diagram. Let's switch back to the Gantt chart view. But one thing I need to do so that I can see the view also in my Gantt chart, I'm going to do an auto schedule, which is here. I'm going to select everything by clicking in the upper left hand corner, auto schedule, and now it's auto scheduled. And I can also go back to my network diagram and view, and nothing did change, and I still have my critical path that is set. So here is the network diagram, and I want to click back. But you notice that if I have to kind of scroll right and left in order to see the entire network, just think if you had 20, 30, 40 different type of tasks, you can't clearly see them all. I'm going to minimize it so I can maybe get a screenshot of this to copy into Word. And some of your computers, what I like to use is the snippet tool. So I'll just open up snippet and say new, and I'm just going to highlight that over here, release it. Oh, it didn't pick up everything, so I'm going to try it one more time. I'm going to say new. There we go, new. Oh, it didn't pick up, so I'm going to cancel out of that. Try it one more time here, and make it larger just in case. New. There we go. Now I'm going to paint that and copy it, and go over to Word or to Excel. Let's just go to Excel. Let me minimize that. And I'm going to paste it right into Excel. There we go. And this is what you can be submitting on Friday when you submit your homework, your discussion, that you did the exercise. And if I want to go to the Gantt chart view, I'm going to click on the Gantt chart view and just kind of close out my resource names. Right now I don't have any resource names. Hide this column here. That's the new column. I want to move this calendar over so I can get a better view, and move this over just a little bit so I can get a better view. And I'm going to click on my snippet again for new, and I'm going to drag it over and copy, let it go, and I'm going to paste that into Excel. Or you can just copy it and paste it into Word if you want to, whatever you have open. Paste. There it is. And me, I like to know where my end of the image is, so I like to do a little format on the image. If I get it to open, there it is. Line color, color of the line. I'll make it red so it kind of stands out. Change the line color so it's a little bolder. There you go. Close that. See, and then if I want to also copy this border with into this Gantt chart view border, I'll just paint and bring that over, and then there you go. And then move that over. Now, if I kind of minimize that, you'll see them both. And I do a save of my file, whether it's Excel or Word, and you can submit that along with the other steps in the question 5. You have to draw your network, AOL network diagram, identify your paths, and also your critical paths, and which one's the longest path. But this gives you an idea how we use Microsoft Project to create a network diagram, and hope that helps.